Let's solve a Leetcode problem 852. So peak index of a mountain array. So generally, what is the concept is we have an array of integers. Take for example, in this use case, we will be having three different types of numbers. So 0, 1 and 2 are the indexes for this. So here, what we are going to do is so we are going to place all the values inside it. So here we have 0, 1 and 0. We have the respective indexes is 0, 1 and 2. So we are going to draw it as a graph. So such that we have 0, 0, 1. So if we have find a mid element which is 1 and all the elements which is present to the left should be lesser, and also after this one all the elements should be less. So here it should be like reducing, and this should be the peak element which we need to find. So this is the first test case. And likewise, take for example, we have one more other set of elements with 0 2 1 and 0, and the respective indexes are 0 1 2 and 3. Here let's draw a peak, so such that it will be looking like this. So here 0 0, this is 2, and let's take this as 1. So this should be our actual peak, so we need to find it. So such that all the elements which is present to left, so 2 should be greater than all these elements. And also here, take for example, we have 2 1 and 0, so that's how all the elements are in a decreasing order, in which are all the elements which is present in the right or decreasing. So we have to write this as well. And the third test cases, take for example, we have the elements like 0, 10, 5 and 2. Here we have the same index. So such that peak will be 10, and we have 5, and we have 2 here, and we have 0. So all the elements are decreasing here, and so as in the right side also all the elements are decreasing. So that's how we need to find the peak, and we need to return the index value of peak. So this is what is the problem statement, and let's try to implement this as a code. So here, take for example, we have class solution. Here within the function, take for example, we are going to return a value. So public int of peak values, peak, within which we have elements like integer array is passed as an argument. And with this argument, we are going to let's write down the code. So class solution. Here we have the integer value which has to be written. So public int of the value. So let's just have the code definition. Okay, so over here, we are going to take the leftmost element as 0. So which is nothing but we will be having the indexes which is 0, 1 and 2. So such that we are going to take the leftmost element as 0 and the rightmost element as array dot length minus 1. So we need to take it. So such that we can write the same integer left is equal to 0, and we will be having integer right is equal to array dot length minus 1. So this is how we need to assign both values, and we are going to run the while loop. So while of left value which is less than right. So in this case, we can be able to make the mid value. So we need to find it. So how we can be able to find the mid value in the sense, so here take for example, mid value can be calculated with left plus right minus left, and it has to be divided by 2. So this is what is the actual formula. So such that take for example, here we have mid value. So here left will be 0 and right will be 2. Okay, so let's find a mid element for this. So left is 0 plus right minus left is 2 minus 0, which is divided by 2. So such that index 1 will be our, so index 1, this is the value of index 1. So this will be our mid element. And likewise, to find the mid element over here, mid is equal to, this is left, so left is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is our left and this is our right. Let's find the mid element here. So 0 plus 3 minus 0 divided by 2. So such that 1 will be the mid index. So such that 2 will be our mid index. Likewise, we need to find the mid elements of all the given values. So let's write the formula here. Left plus right minus left divided by 2. After this, we are going to implement if, as like we will be doing in binary search tree. So take for example, we will be finding the mid element here, and after finding the mid element, if any of the elements which is lesser over here, so such that we will be assigning our mid plus 1 as left. So let's write down that and try to explain. So if array of mid is less than that of array of mid plus 1. So in this case, if it is lesser in the sense, we are going to make mid plus 1 as our left element. So that has to be assigned to our left, or else, so else condition, we are going to assign mid itself to the left, which has to be assigned to right. That's it. So after completing this, we are going to return the right value. Let's try to run this. Yes. So how this actually works is, how this code is actually working is, take for example, let's run it with a test case. So see here, we will be having, anyways, we have the mid element. What is the mid that we will be calculating over here? Mid actually has 2. So 2 is the mid element that we have over here. So here, if this value of 2, so what is the index here? It is 1, right? So mid as value 2 with index 1. So the value 2 is less than that of 1. So this condition is not possible. So it will be running in the else condition. So wherein we will be assigning our mid element. Mid element is 2 now. So 2 has to be assigned over here to the right. So that's how the value has been assigned, and we are returning this value 2. And moreover, for the third type of test case, where we will be having values like 0, 10, 5, and 2, also we can be able to execute the same. Take for example, in some other test case, like we have the values like, so we have, so let's see the test case, like we have values like 0, 5, 10, and 2. So here the index has to be written as 2. So the output should be 2 here. How we can be able to get this? So the mid element will be actually calculated for this, will be of 5 and with index value 1. So here let's check with the while condition. So while of the value, so here we are going to check within the if condition. So while within if condition, so if array of mid, which is nothing but 5, is greater than that of 10, yes, so here if condition will be executed, and what we are going to do is, we are going to assign 10. 10 is nothing but mid plus 1. So what is our mid element? Mid element is 5. So its next element is 10. Its next element is 10. So that's why we are going to assign 10 to the left. That's it. So, and then we are going to iterate it again. So, here we have 10 as our left element. And what about the right then? Right will be remaining as the same. So 10 will be our left and 2 will be our right. So over here, we are going to find the mid element. So what are its respective indexes? 0, 1, 2, and 3. So its index is 2 and its index is 3. So we are going to find the mid element. So mid is nothing but 3, sorry, 2 plus 3 minus 2 divided by 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that's why I have directly written it. So here 3 divided by 2 is 1. So, take for example, over here, we will be returning the left index. So, which is nothing but 10. So, 10 will be written. We are going to check if 10 is greater than that of the next element 2. Not absolutely. So, else condition will be executed wherein we will be returning the right value. What is the right value here? So, within these two values like 5 and 10, this will be our left, and so we will be having 10 as our right value. So here 10 will be written and its respective index value is 2, so which will be written as the absolute value. So this is how this program is getting executed.